money in terms of misinformation, disinformation, or anything related to human rights and democracy at large?
Pengalaman Agustus kemarin, saya akan membagikan bahwa
advokasi untuk demokrasi. We consist of, because it's obviously not Indonesia. I think everyone from other countries are like, we have that, you know.
And that's why we're using Wayang and then designs today. Not because
actually identify that what we find is so exactly misinformation feel dangerous, and because of that,
It's basically a situation where people went to protest, like the kids, and they're protesting for various reasons, and they want to bring down the government. And suddenly, maybe it was a high school student, and the protest place was not like familiar neighborhood, and suddenly there was internet shut down, and he lost access, like how to navigate and and they were cracked down, so he was very scared and didn't know how to go back home or how to be safe. So it's about that tension.
Okay. So we want to show what we created in here. So this represents the Gen Z. Look at all of the color. Is a very Gen Z, very youth, very inspiring, very like, oh my god, we should do something like that. And then this one is the police. So maybe you do wanna explaining what is this?
And actually, we are the police officer, and then we try to ban the protester. Yeah.
Put the mic on.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Cool.
So you need to. Just, yeah.
Okay, I will hold it to you. Okay, like this. Alright.
Okay, yeah. So this is the police, and actually we can see number of protesters coming, and they come across the road, and then they would like to go to our office. So we have the number of police officer here, and we try to ban the people not going to inside our office. Yeah.
Yeah, this is like.
Actually, is it not office yet? The Wayang, what we are thinking is we want to put many, how to say, for example, in police side, no resistance, like of human rights thing. So in Gen Z, we want to put human rights here, how to encounter what's a police perspective in that, because it's more about the young generation.
Yeah.
So maybe we as a young, maybe one day we can be, will we have the same experience like our college before. That's why we set up like this, Wayang, to try to tell the story. Yeah.
So that's what we created. So basically, all of us is from Malaysia. So this is the only place that we can do this. Very anti-establishment, anti-monarch. So this is our royal Agong, the royal king. So basically, in Malaysia, we have the most sultans in the world, because we have like 9 sultans, 9 states. So we rotate each sultans 5 years one time to be the federal king or federal monarch. We call it constitutional monarch. So why do we see this as our enemy? Because number one, this religion is always being used as a shield to protect them from any criticism, because they are the protector of religion. Colonial powers give them that jurisdiction, and then definitely this, but the wealth concentrated in the ruling class or the elite class. So even though in Malaysia we are not allowing them to actually join businesses, but apparently they are actually a lot doing business backdoor. So because each state has sultans, means that the law of the land is very much in their hand, which means that they can actually confiscate lands in the state. So a lot of mining concessions, a lot of what do we call this? Pembalakan? Deforestation. Data center in Johor, for example, we know that behind them are all, the monarch hands. So that's the reason why we are putting this. Another thing is that why we chose the color yellow and the purple is because this is the royal colors. So let's say if we are going to an event in the royal court, literally royal court. Each states have its royal court. We cannot wear this color. We cannot wear this color. So this is cannot. So we can only wear other color than these two colors. Now, it's the royal color. So that's how elitism Malaysian is. And then why we put this, because this is a very big equation in Malaysia. Religion is embedded in the governance, whether it's traditional governance or whether it's the secular governance. But in this sense, with the modern bureaucracy, this is actually how, so the royalty or the royal court is actually how the religious governance become embedded very much in the federal government. Because if you criticize religion, for example, it's not religion but religious laws or religious influence in our governance, what will happen is that the name of the monarch will come in. You cannot go against religion because you are going against our king. So that's how religion and king is protecting each other. So
One step to abolish Sharia law in Malaysia. Take down Agong.
So that's how bad it is.
So the zines, I put a watch. It's supposed to say this is your time, but we're like, no, this is not your time, and we are watching. So we are all watching you, and this is not your time. You have to go. You may be in the past, but not now.
You are just the people of the past.
You don't write yet.
Okay, I guess we can start with the context first.
Yes.
So, what we did was, sa context.
So we'd like to let you know about the war on drugs situation here in the Philippines. So for context, the previous president, Rodrigo Duterte, launched the war on drugs to eradicate drugs and criminality in the Philippines. That was his promise. And his approach was to kill suspected drug addicts and criminals. And what really happened was that the vast majority of victims are the poor. So now that we are in the presidency of Ferdinand Marcos Jr., victims are fighting for justice, and what is happening to them as a consequence to their fight for justice is the spread of mis and disinformation about them, discrediting their stories, invalidating their experiences, and so we have two characters. These are, gusto nyo ipakilala? So these are the politicians and their allies. We often refer to them as crocodiles because they are greedy. They amass.
Are more vulnerable than they are.
Yes.
They're hungry for power.
Okay. And this is media.
This one is media, so it's like the head is the reel of the media, and then he's holding something. He's holding something like this. If you take films or other mediums, so it's like a representation of the fragmented social realities in the Philippines, using media as a platform to spread misinformation and disinformation, not only on social media but in films, in news, and other platforms. So He's waving hello.
Saying
So I prepared the speech because I'm too shy to speak impromptu. So this is our sign. It represents the ideal digital space. So the ideal digital world should be kind and helpful place and not a stressful one. As shown in the comic and the political images, the main goal of technology should be to ask how we can make the life better of the people around us. So instead of fighting for clicks, websites and apps should encourage empathy, letting users support each other through tough times. At the same time, this digital space must protect our history, just like the Maya, the ancient the rare set of 1,200-year-old Maya murals. So we must protect our history like the ancient Maya murals mentioned in the collage, so we can learn from the past instead of forgetting in a fast-moving feed. Ultimately, technology should help us build real meaningful relationship. So the large watch and the headline of Power of Connections reminds us that our time is incredibly valuable. So instead of wasting hours scrolling aimlessly, a great digital space respects our time and helps us make deeper connections across different cultures and generations. It shouldn't just be an app for distraction, but a helpful tool that uses global connection to improve our daily lives. So, for the puppet, we have an explanation.
So I also prepared a script. The Wayang puppet represents the sneaky face of disinformation that poisons our online world. Its big red head stands for the loud clickbait, fake news, and manufactured anger designed to immediately hook your emotions and make you mad. The yellow spirals represent how lies twist real facts and history, making fake stories look like golden truth just to trick you. Finally, the green bands represent the dangerous illusion of safely found in online echo chambers, wrapping around users to make them feel comfortable and secure while trapping them in web of lies. So we used colors to represent the yes.
So the instruction to us is actually to make a wayang that represents the people that we hate the most, which is it's actually not one, yeah, it's the combination between our president, vice president, and also like the Ministry of Energy. You guys maybe from Indonesia know them. So we call this wayang Prabu Gibah. Can you like guess what's Prabu Gibah stands for? So Prabu in Indonesia means king. So we feel like the the current government of Prabu Gibah is actually dismissed or didn't consider at all about the land. They grabbed the land, and also like they didn't consider the peacefulness of the people and also like the voice of the people. So rather than focus on this kind of the important of life, they focus on the the channel thing, the kemewahan apa bahasa Inggrisnya? The material things. So yeah, the luxury. So that's why the symbol here is actually Chanel. Chanel, yeah, that's Chanel. And actually, the color also represents something. The blue color represents the Prabowo Gibran, because Indonesian, yes, during their campaign they use like the blue color, and also like the yellow color represents the party from Bahlil, the Ministry of Energy. And do you have anything to say or to add, Fanny, regarding the wayang?
No, I think it's enough.
Okay, then. Yeah. Maybe Fanny will tell a lot about the sign.
Yes. Not a lot, but as we can see in this design,
we see these people. It's our president. This is our president, and also the yellow one. You can guess.
Yeah.
And then the Suneo one is stands for our vice president. They are combining this for ruling our governments right now, and sometimes they have roaring the campaign like we are the savior in the dark.
Yeah.
But actually, they are the monster. They are really the monster and the king of the talk. And this is we put someone with the white color here, which means the special request that can be sent to our government to order something to our government to meet their business success in our country. And right now we are in the situation. We are tired. We are frustrated because our condition, our economical condition, and also political situation is very frustrating. And today we face the situation that $1 stands for $70,000 right now. And
but the government always say that it's under control. Everything is under control. The economy is good, and no need to worry.
Yeah, and then at the end of the story, we see that right now we are in the draft pack, and also I think we hope that it will be continue to other tactics together and bring our democracy back to the good situation in our nation. Thank you.
Because I like cats, but also because I'm the hero, Wayang. Because cats do not lie to you when they don't like you. You will know it. And also cats are very rebellious, and I think that's what we need to be right now. Because digital capitalism is so expansive, and it feels like everything is out of our control and we can't do anything about it. That's why we have to be like cats. Like we have to be lazy, but we also have to fight back. I also think that cats are like a symbol of early internet, when the internet was like more friendly, more like a new world that offered new possibilities, because a lot of the memes then were cats.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why it's my hero in terms of like digital Wayang.
That's right mouth and this Yeah. So many colors. So where's the other arm? Oh no! The arm. Hello. It's a Yeah. Yeah. So what I created is actually related to my research on electoral disinformation in the Bangsamoro region here in the Philippines. So it's a region here in the Philippines that's predominantly Muslim. So it's a very vulnerable community here in the Philippines. So I wanted to create this because in the conversations that we have about disinformation, about the harms of it, it tends to be in the national level, like the president are doing this and that. But when we go into the communities and see what's happening there and how they are affected, creates a new reality. Like for example, there are people there that are illiterate, but they still use the internet. So they don't necessarily have to read what's in the Facebook or what. They just have to listen. And in their context of the upcoming elections, so the politicians, the propagandists, they just have to make videos that they can understand in their language. And I think in the talks and in disinformation, I feel like it's important to service that there are those kinds of reality that will be overlooked but are equally and more pressingly important. So this causes harm, like disenfranchisement. They don't know who to vote. There are lots of noises, and in this area that there are there are no media infrastructures. There are no legacy media. There are no local media, but they still use the internet because it's a low cost, a medium to spread information, to communicate, but it's drowned out, it's overlooked, and the hearts are all there. So for additional context, like the Muslim Mindanao and here in the Philippines are a post-conflict society. For like 40 years now, they're in conflict with the national government of the Philippines, and their elections are crucially important because this is the culmination of the peace process that they have. So if there are no elections, they can get autonomy, they can self-govern like in a way that they are supposed to be. So actually this pattern is inspired by the Bajau mats or the Samadilauts there. So they weave, they actually weave mats from their imagination, and like, so for example, in the designs like this, I would ask what's the reason behind these designs. They said it's more of the waves because the people there are maritime sea people, maritime people, indigenous communities, and like this is like part of their culture, part of their work. So yeah, that's what I wanted to like create and like share with you guys and through this forum, and yeah. So yeah, thank you. I think I'm
Yeah, it's about our how to fight to do the platform companies, like you see, this is Grab, this is Joyride here, and it's what is the condition of the ride-hailing drivers? The burnout, it symbol the fire, yeah, and also this one, and then also this the tip up here. It's yeah, it's because we cannot buy the new jacket, yeah, because we only have the small income under the minimum wage. Thank you.
Zuckerberg. And I specifically chose Facebook as a platform because growing up, I grew up alongside social media. So it started with Friendster, MySpace, and then now Facebook. And I saw it grow into something that I don't really recognize now because of influence ops. It's fake news, disinformation is just around everywhere. So I also added like a small phone that's on fire because it's like Facebook's on fire just every day. So that's all.